still. With the new arrangement.
Yeah, it's just something just maybe switch up. Maybe I have a guest or something. But
Did I put the song of the week?
I put a clip. You put song of the week this week.
I get it.
Yes.
Episode 181.
Let's go, baby.
True North Views Podcast. We are here. Welcome to another episode. Toronto's official podcast. That's where the statement starts and ends. By now, I go by the name of Harris.
You already know what it is. It's Dill Dot, a.k.a. the podcast K Dot, a.k.a. D Lindo, a.k.a. Colombian. Relax. Tranquilo. Okay. Yeah. And that's Sola.
Yo, I'm gonna mute that part out for your own.
The Colombian.
And this guy says that again. Like,
the Colombian.
Eventually they're just gonna stop editing it.
Pull it up from the logo. 3-pointers only. Bang.
Hold on. Bang. Puts it. Hold on. I said it's. Bang.
There we go.
The punch goes down and the game is tied. Okay.
Oh, right.
Holy.
You already know who it is. Skirt Master here, Mr. Triple Dub himself, 06. I got my quote of the thing. Ding dong, the witch is dead.
Cheers. Come in and put the fire. And he told me not to say that. Yo, that's sick. Yo, he told me not to say that. That's sick.
God, this guy's crazy.
All right.
That's
how we're starting. That's how we're starting the episode.
Holy, this guy's crazy.
All right.
Yo, shout to the Wizard of Oz. Yo, that's a sick movie.
That's classic.
Very classic.
Classic
Ding dong, the witch is dead.
You know that was brought up in some conspiracy rooms I was listening to?
Ding dong, the witch is dead?
Yeah, I'll just leave it there.
All right.
Welcome to the True North Views Podcast.
Let's go, baby.
Obviously, we don't know what we're doing at this point.
When
but how we feeling, man? I feel like it's been a little while since we recorded.
It has been.
We recorded last week, no? Or am I tripping?
No, we didn't.
No, you're tripping.
You're tripping.
Oh, no, we didn't. Still, wow.
We were off. Yeah.
Yeah, we were
Honestly, it feels like summer's done, but summer's like
I gotta resurge it still.
So it's like kind of that's where I am right now. I feel like mentally summer's done, but physically my body's like, yo, we're still in summer.
It was 30 degrees outside today.
And then last weekend,
No, it ain't.
Yeah, my car said 31.
Cap.
it's not.
My car's capped still.
Your car is definitely capping.
Yo, run that weather.
Let's see.
Feels like 33 still.
Yeah, bro, it's hot.
But it's
hot.
actually 26.
Yeah.
See,
Come on.
Get
your shit right.
that humidity index.
How you guys feeling?
I'm mashed up.
I was on busy last night.
Nah, cause still, I can't lie. Man's messing with the wire. No.
Yeah, wait.
Oh,
I feel good though.
Editing is gonna be a nightmare.
I feel good though. Like, surprisingly, I had no sleep. Wow.
Yeah. Now you're good.
I'm gonna touch the mic the rest of the day.
Yeah, don't touch it, though. Don't touch it.
Touch that shit up.
Not too
Yeah, no, I'm Masha. Before you tell us how nice you are, Dill. I'm Masha. I think I'm like, jeez.
Who's that?
Did you lock the front door?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. It's all good.
Bruh. Yo, walk on.
Don't worry.
Yo, walk on. Yo,
Are you sure? You hear that? Y'all don't hear that?
Don't worry. There's someone else that has keys to this place.
Okay. Anyways, like I said, I'm Masha up, guys.
Floor, whatever they call that shit.
Take 2. So yeah, I'm Masha. I'm Masha. I think I'm like 7 or 8 pounds away from hitting my fight weight.
Which is 145?
Yeah, when's the fight?
147.
147.
End of the month.
Oh, you already have it booked.
Like what
Jeez,
day?
Man,
like
they tell us no
29.
location.
Okay, I'll be back. I'm pulling up still.
I think I just took a pic.
Oh, okay. So you
I
just
actually
found
have
out
to look at it right now.
I'm pulling up
like,
still.
Or tell like the day before. I'm like, nah, you can't do that.
No, I'll tell you the date right
TNV
now.
fight night. Yeah, we should have fight nights, but we can't set up fights.
Thursday, September 29th.
Thursday, September 29th.
Oh, yeah, I'm over there.
I'm in the city.
I'll be back. I'm flying back on the
Location.
26th.
Yeah, so
Location.
I'll share that later.
Oh, you don't do it on
Okay. Yeah, but we can't set up TNV
Yeah, I'm
fight
out here,
nights.
man.
Yeah, I could be a sick promoter.
curving
Yo,
all the
I'll be
questions.
sick promoter, dog. Yo, set up the TNV
That
fight
has
nights.
nothing to do with me. I'm just a participant, man.
Yeah, you can fight in them.
That's it.
I'm
So,
promoting it. I'm like, what's
Yeah.
that guy's name? The white guy?
Bruce Buffer.
No, the British guy.
Um,
That says Jace.
oh, Eddie Hearn.
Yeah, Eddie Hearn. That's his name.
Yo,
I'm gonna be Eddie Hearn in
It's so
Toronto.
funny because our G's is not from a Torontonian or nothing. It's from Eddie Hearn.
Yeah,
Cheese.
that's our guy.
Yeah,
But it sounds like real. It sounds like a real, like one of the man
Like
that.
a real Toronto man.
Yo, Eddie Hearn is joke still. But now so from where I was at to where I'm fighting, it's a total of like a 27-pound weight loss. Something like that.
Holy.
It's
So
out here.
from 27 to go down to like 7 to go now.
Holy. That's wild.
You know, I'm kind of mashed up still.
I can imagine.
You did the hard part.
No,
You did
that's
the hard
fucked.
part.
That's fucked.
Yeah, I'm kind of mashed up still, but I feel good. I look good, bro. I look in the mirror, I'm like,
Guy's feeling it. Feeling
Yo,
himself.
bro.
Feeling myself.
I
I have,
Feeling
I have
myself.
challenge body right now.
These guys have challenge, but these guys ready to go on the challenge.
I wish. That would be like one of my. Anyways, Dill, you said you're feeling good. Talk to us.
I feel great. Like surprisingly, I think I got like a second wind because I think last episode I said I'm sick of summer or I'm over summer. Mm-hmm. I don't know, man. Summer's bike.
It's because of that trip. That's why.
Summer's bike. Yeah, actually true. Yeah, I'm kind of anticipating my trip to Colombia.
Jeez.
Colombia.
Jeez. When you
Feeling
going
good.
again?
Next Friday, I'm flying out.
Jeez.
Yeah,
You
oh,
flying out or you getting flued out?
Just say yo, don't ask.
Yeah.
Don't ask, don't tell. No, I'm joking. I'm flying out.
I'm dead.
But I'm gonna meet some friends that I met there last time.
Okay.
Get reacquainted.
I'm not mad at that. Oh, I'm going to Denver.
Hey,
Oh,
Going
okay.
to Denver, yo. Shout out to
Mile
When?
High
When's this?
City.
October 8th.
Okay, October. That's a weekend, like for a weekend or. A
Yeah.
week?
Yeah, because that's a Saturday. And then you
Great.
come back on a Wednesday.
Oh, that's blessed. So you don't have Thursday, Friday off. No?
So
Or
it's
you're
pretty,
expected to work
pretty
Thursday, Friday.
blessed. Yeah, I think the Saturday is like chill day. I think the Wednesday is probably chill. So
You're gonna go
That's
to the
solid,
mountains.
yo.
You're gonna meditate in the
Be
mountains.
smoking that Colorado.
That's why I said
I'm just-
meditate in the mountains.
I'm just happy that with both work trips so far, they've been
Back home smoking legal.
friendly cities. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
You're gonna be smoking while skiing down the
I'm
slope of
trying.
Aspen.
I am trying to
Back home smoking legal.
less though. I'm on this little bit of a new wave.
Interesting.
It's come from a realization of doing too much. So I'm like, let me see how I feel if I can do less.
Oh no, fair enough. I've been there, done that.
I have to say the new lower tolerance level,
Oh, it's so much better.
yo, is sicker.
Slaps.
It slaps.
Yeah, because with that we just that low one, like, ooh,
So now I'm
Yeah.
like, as soon as I'm there, stop. As opposed to like just finish.
Keep
it.
going,
You know what I'm
keep
saying?
going.
I know those ones.
I'm trying that out. It's going well so far. It's been 3 days.
it's a start, though. It's a start.
You gotta start
He's a
somewhere.
3-day trip, bro. He's a 3-day trip.
All right, let's
start
get into this
somewhere.
show, man. Let's get into
Let's
this
get
show.
this shit. Let's get this shit.
Song of the week.
Yes, 88 Glam, Far From God.
Yo, this project's really good.
Did you actually? I need to listen to the project.
It's a really good project.
When did it come out?
Last week?
Eventually. Yeah, probably like last week.
Okay, 1 second.
Probably that last
My
check.
computer's slow and it's gonna play an ad.
It came out August 26th.
I feel like 2 weeks ago.
That's not bad.
3 weeks
Okay,
ago?
so this one is called "Far From God" by 88
I
Glam.
thought they broke up.
No, they got
I'm like, whoa, shit, okay, whoops. You know, I got to show my DJ skills. That was Far From God, 88 Glam.
88
No vibes. I mean, it was solid. I mean, I wouldn't download it, per se.
It's not my favorite song.
It's a little vibe.
At first, I was like, hold up. That's why I grabbed my phone. You can watch a clip. I grabbed my phone. I'm like, yo, hold up. And then it started. I was like, I think I'm all right.
Halfway through the song, I was like, it's a vibe.
But I'm not mad at it.
I'm not going to lie.
Shout out to 88 Glam.
Shout out to 88
Shout out to
Glam.
Toronto.
Far From God.
Sir.
Toronto. You know the vibes. Dill has a
Question of the week.
What was my question again?
Whatever it was, I don't think I was going to answer it.
There was one that he asked. The last one you asked, I forgot what it was.
Actually, I think it was all right. Yeah, Dill had a few questions.
The first two were like, nah.
What, about eating ass?
Nah, that was one of the ones that said we're in That was actually one of the ones he said no to.
Nah. I'm talking shit.
Yo.
And then second one we said no to.
Man, I'm dead.
Yeah, so I think my last question that I asked was, hypothetically, if your girlfriend calls you at work and she's having a problem.
Yeah, this was the question.
She has a problem at work with a guy's pressing her or whatever the case may be, and she wants you to come to her job to fight this guy. What do you do?
She for the streets. I ain't fighting. I don't fight nobody. I'm especially not fighting nobody for you. That's exactly what it is.
It's your girl, bro.
I'm not fighting though. Like that's the thing.
Not gonna hold it down for shorty?
No, I'm not fighting.
Wow.
Now, hold on. Can you...
Oh, wow. That's crazy.
I need a little bit more nuance in this hypothetical.
All right, let's do it.
So did she say, hey, I need you to come fight this guy? Or did she say, hey, I need you to talk to this guy?
Let's say she says, like, she's very distraught. She might be crying. She might have some tears in her eyes. And she's like, hey, Harris, I need you to come handle this situation. She doesn't say, I need you to fight this guy specifically.
Okay, that's
I need you to come here and handle this situation. How do you react and what do you do?
You gotta show up.
I pull up.
That's like different. Real tears and, real hurt, real pain.
Yeah.
So you gotta show up. You know what I'm saying?
I'm crunching, man. I'm crunching, man. I'm sorry.
Strict
I'm crunching,
violence.
man. Yo, if my girl calls my girl, and if I'm gonna date somebody,
saying,
and that's my
right?
girl,
Your girl.
nah. Cause like she's gonna look at you a different type of way when she comes home that day.
Nah, my girl's not. I'm not gonna expect me to fight. Cause any
Nah,
guy
bro.
date knows I'm not fighting.
But to handle it.
To handle
that
yes.
situation, because
I'm not gonna handle it. Cause some people just want to fight. Like
at the end of the day, like I don't want to. I'm the last person to fight. I'm the last person to fight. But if you disrespect me or my peoples, I'm fighting.
But see, that's what I'm saying. I'm not fighting because I can hear disrespect. I'm like, all right, let's just go. Like, fuck this guy. Like silence is the best answer for a fool. That's my thing. Like
sometimes, but like nah.
Kill them with kindness.
I would say most times.
Most times, I'm not fighting. Most times, like 99% of the
push
time,
come to shove. Yes, I will fight.
But in
not,
that situation, I'm
I
crunching.
Many
I'm
people would want
I'm
to
not
fight me.
trying to fight.
Nah, I'm crunching.
I'm just
sorry.
not trying to fight in general.
Sorry.
I mean, I would handle it. I like.
Doesn't it? I will handle it.
Fighting would be like the last thing I would do.
Fair.
Exactly.
That's fair. Because it depends on how the scene
I'll
is
walk
when
away
I
before
get
I
there.
fight. Let me put it that way. I'll
like,
walk away before I
So there's certain things that would trigger me to actually get into getting active. But if I get there and the scene's kind of calm, I'm gonna handle it accordingly. But if I get there and it's like
it's rowdy,
heated, nah,
that's when the nuances
holding
come
each
in.
other back,
and I'm gonna get heated.
and that's different.
Yeah, okay, that's
get
different.
It's already there. You know
Yeah,
what
so I'm gonna have to
saying?
take it there.
I'm not gonna bring it.
I'm not gonna bring it there. Exactly.
Yeah,
need to.
it's not like you just gotta make your girl feel safe. That's all they
That's
want.
it.
At the end
Exactly.
of the
Gotta
day.
make your girl feel like, yo, I did it.
Yeah.
You want to get into some new music?
No
Yeah, let's get
music.
it. Let's get it.
No music.
Ain't shit come out.
The only thing I listen to is
Really
Nav.
it.
I listen to Nav. That's
listen
it.
You
to
didn't listen to
Nav.
Ari Lennox?
No, I want to. Don't talk about it yet because I really want to listen to it.
Great album.
I heard.
It's really good.
Great album.
I heard it's really good.
There is some criticism on it from the people who compare. You know what I'm saying? The people who compare.
Who they compare it to?
That
SZA?
say that it's not Shea Butter Baby.
Of course, that's a one of one.
Holy, shout out to my people.
Shout out to my people.
No, but I think that's a fair statement.
Is it in the ballpark?
I would put it this way. Ari Lennox to me did a great job of making an album that a specific demographic is gonna love and replay the shit out of.
Okay.
Which is what you should do, I think.
Yes.
Like almost like, and I'm talking about the same demographic, almost like the Summer Walker demographic.
Oh, some Walker was featured on the album.
And that
and Summer Walker is on the album.
album's fire. Her album's fire too. So
The beats,
Fire.
I gotta play one of the records, bro.
Nah, don't play it. Don't play it.
I'm gonna play one of them.
Ah!
I have to.
Okay, fine.
I have to. I don't want to give anything away.
Too late.
Right? So I'm not going to say like, yo, this album has this many records. But I am going to play one of them.
Shea butter, baby. Talking to the...
That's not even how it goes. This was called Boy Bye.
Featuring anyone?
I can't talk about that. Unless Dill's like watching my screen. And
No, I can't really
Sweet
see
like
that
baby,
part.
Yeah.
the shit you saying.
album.
That's going on a playlist somewhere still. That's going on a
I am not listening to this. Bro.
That's the whole
That's
album.
fine.
Yo, that's fire. That's my vibe right
aight.
there.
That's fire.
Put that on with some wine and some candles, bro.
That's yo, bro. I went
Blow-
outside to my
blow
balcony.
shorty's
My
back out.
balcony. I can't even.
Balcony.
I went outside to my balcony.
Yeah.
And started two-stepping, bro.
Yo, I'm blowing backs out to that.
Yo,
Yeah, that's
Wow,
crazy.
this is wild.
I'm blowing backs out to that. Are you crazy? That
guy's
shit
crazy.
sounds sick.
Shout to Ari.
Yeah, no, it's a fantastic album. Ari Lennox. I'll be honest with you. I didn't listen. Nothing is coming out. I'm
I
sorry.
listened to.
I don't even know what's. We've talked about this already, but I don't even know
DSP.
what's been
Nothing's been good.
replayable for me over the last 2 months
That's
outside
not
of
much.
say JID and Khaled.
There hasn't been much.
Yeah, I haven't gone back to Khaled yet.
Khaled has that one. That's a good album,
Khaled's a good album. Yeah.
especially a good workout album.
Yeah, good workout
I like the
album.
splits.
I like the
because
replay
I'm usually doing cardio, right? So like you start with the intro, Drake's like 40 seconds. So you're working up for 40 seconds. You don't really think about it. And then the next record's like 7 minutes long, and then you have the
Jay-Z's on
Kanye
half of it.
Eminem record.
Yeah.
That's already like a 15-minute workout, low key.
Jeez.
Yeah, you're halfway
So-
through, not halfway, but quarter through the album right
Yo.
there. Detroit, it's one of like Big Sean's mixtape.
Oh, it's
Came
on
out
streaming?
DSP.
Yeah.
I like that. There was that song with Wale. I can't remember the name, but it was fire on there. I remember it. Nav. Let's talk about Nav.
Let's get
Demons
into it.
Protected by Angels.
Let's get into
Nav, the Rexdale Brown boy with a bag.
it.
I didn't bump it.
Brown boy in the city.
It's actually pretty good. You can see the improvement in Nav. I'll say put it that way. Don't even say it's pretty good. You can see the improvement in Nav. Not what he should have taken 3 years ago, but it's there.
I think it's a solid album. Like coming off of Emergency Tsunami,
That was good too.
which was like
that.
I thought personally that was some of the best rapping that he's done that I've
Beats were
heard from
fire,
him.
too, 'cause
Every
it's
beat was
Chief.
fire, and he was going crazy on that. And then this album kind of like takes a left turn from that sound
Yeah,
in a way.
that one was more upbeat.
It's like hard hitting
Yeah.
trap beats, and I'm like, oh shit, he's spitting on this. I know you don't really hear now on those kind of beats, so
Not
he
really.
flipped it. But even on this album now, it's like a completely different direction. It's like he's more like I almost feel like Nav wants to be an R&B singer, but he's not a singer. Like
definitely not a singer.
from the features that he has on it with like the Realist K, even has Don Toliver spitting in that kind of R&B harmonies. Even himself has like some
He has some
R&B,
R&B, like,
harmonies.
Melodic rap.
Melodic.
But I think it's more than just
than
it's
melodic
more
rap.
it's like closer to R&B than I would say melodic
I
rap.
won't say R&B.
Okay.
I'll say singing.
It's singing. He's
I
singing.
wouldn't
It's
say
not
R&B.
R&B. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
I think
You're
R&B.
right.
I think it's still in our head. That's why we're saying R&B.
Yeah,
But it's
like,
more singing.
I feel like
That's
Nav would
singing.
love to be an R&B artist. Like this album kind of feels like what's that feature album? Hendrix? Was it the R&B album that? Not the R&B?
Oh yeah.
It feels like that
Okay.
kind of vein. You know what I mean? And what do you think?
Very personal. I only gave it one listen through. I liked it. I enjoyed it. It exceeded my expectations. Not that my expectations weren't high.
Yeah, I didn't have any
It
expectations.
exceeded
for it.
my expectations. I
Like-
do feel like we saw that growth that we talked about during Emergency Tsunami.
Mm-hmm.
When Emergency Tsunami came out. So I do feel like we saw that growth. And it's just like, yeah, he's Nav. He's doing this thing.
So I have a question for you guys.
Go.
Where does Nav fit in current hip hop? Because Nav streams, like Nav actually does numbers. He sells, he does big shows. but like we don't really talk about him in these discussions when we're talking about current hip hop.
I don't think everyone needs to be in every discussion.
Pretty much, exactly, and that's exactly.
But isn't that the goal?
I feel like it's the goal. Like everyone in the NBA is to be the best player, but not everyone's the best player. Somebody don't bring up in the discussion.
There's
of the best
like
players.
7 players on every team averaging 15 points. We ain't talking about them.
Yeah, but now he's not averaging 15 points a game.
Exactly, and that's our point. Exactly, like why we need to talk
How
about
much is
it.
he averaging then?
Let me put it this way: in the category,
No, I need to hear this answer because you
I would
almost
say-
made it sound like 15 was too low.
I'd say he does like maybe 19 points a game, 19, 20.
Look, let me put it this way: in what Nav does in music in that category, he's not in the top
Come
tier.
on.
He's not in the top tier.
What
Whatever
did
he
his
does.
last album sell? I'm very curious.
I'm sure it's nothing like blasphemous, and I'm not even hating because he
Yeah,
has
We're just-
numbers.
again.
I think it's just weird that nobody talks about it.
Because in his category, in his peers, in his
What
peer
is his
group,
category? Who are his peers?
We don't
Travis
need to talk about
Scott, like those melodic rappers. He's not in the top tier of them. Don't get me wrong, he's not bad, but he's not in the top tier.
You can also continue to have a legitimate fan base, a good following, stream well, do good shows, make good money, produce, be in the scene,
Yep.
Yeah.
and not necessarily
your
have your
best.
rating be 90 and 2K. Like, you don't
You can
need all of that.
be a solid 80 and still get the job done.
Yeah, okay, and average 15 a game.
Exactly.
And good, fantastic.
Yeah.
You'll stay in the
Players.
league. You'll continue to get contracts.
Exactly.
You'll continue to get picked up on teams on 3 or
Definitely.
4 year deals. Fantastic.
You'll get good money.
You're just not gonna get an MVP vote or an All Star vote,
You're
and that's
not-
fine.
You might not be an
Sure.
all-star. Exactly.
There's a lot of good players that have never been All Stars.
Yep, agreed.
But there's not a lot of good artists that do what he does. I mean, not a lot of like average artists like that we don't talk about that does what he does. Like I don't. It's just weird to me. I never thought about that. I don't think about him until he drops.
And I think that's fine.
And that's how those role players are until they
Do you
drop.
think about Action Bronson until he drops?
Sometimes.
You think about Aaron
What?
Gordon until he drops 32 in the playoffs, and you're like, yo, and then he doesn't do it again, and he doesn't do it again for a few days, and then
Travis Eric Gordon?
That's crazy.
Aaron Gordon.
Yo, Eric Gordon's nice though with the sticks.
I mean, he was like the worst second player on the. He was the worst like second option out of all 30 teams in the NBA.
Nah, that's an ESPN stat, man.
I don't know what 46 million streams are.
It's numbers, man. It's 46 million streams.
He streams well.
Let's
Don't get me
stop.
wrong.
I have an idea about streaming. I think we need to stop comparing streaming to sales.
That's exactly.
Streaming is not sales.
Exactly.
I don't think
that
so.
right there. That's the one right there.
That's why I like when they split it into.
When it said 46 million streams, I'm like, what the fuck does that even
But
mean?
that's why I like when they split into pure album sales and then streaming
Yeah.
numbers. So you know, okay,
You
like,
know exactly.
They sold 2,000, but then they made 200,000 off.
But then the
streaming.
problem with even splitting that is that, like, someone like me, would I purchase an album? I don't. I stream.
Yeah, but you purchased
I
a J.
pay
Cole
for
album.
streaming.
That's a sale for J. Cole. That's what I'm saying.
I
True
did it.
fans will buy. True fans will buy.
Can't really say that though, because if you're paying,
True fans will support the
if you're
artist.
paying, I give this guy $30 a year, fat. Holy.
For
If you're
Spotify.
paying $2.99 a month for your family Spotify, why are you buying albums? Realistically, I can love your music, put it on my
Yeah.
favorites,
Well, you bought J. Cole's
download
album.
it. No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did the vinyl.
That's true.
Exactly, because you support it. Like when you
That's
really like
true.
an artist, you will buy
Or you buy
Trust
them-
me,
But
buy
that's
their
part of like
merch.
vinyl collection.
When you really like an artist, you will buy their shit. Like
You
that's,
are right. Like,
that's
you're
how
not wrong.
like fans were. I bought albums. I bought Charles Gambino albums because I was a fan of his. I listened to it on streaming.
Yeah.
I don't even have a CD damn player, but I have the album.
Well, see, that's the thing. Like, I think if CD players were still a
big
medium
thing.
used, like I would, right? So to your point,
I do get it, though. I do get what
are
you're saying,
correct,
like-
but yeah, the just leaving it out, like someone like me who really likes an Earthquake album, or really likes a JID album, or really likes this album, really likes that album. I'm sorry, I'm not buying it.
No, I'm not buying albums.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
haven't bought
Like,
an album since.
If I'm buying a
it's been a
vinyl,
while.
sure, okay, that's like the super high level ones, or the ones where I'm like, shit, I'd really like to have that vinyl in my collection. So like, even splitting that doesn't really mean nothing. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. Album sales, it's a thing of the past, bro. That's really what I was coming down to. It's a thing of the past, and at this point, I think streams should just be compared to streams.
Streams should be compared to streams.
I have a different conversation, but I don't know if we can get into it today.
Hey, we can open it up. We got 3 minutes until the end of the first period.
So
it could be one of those fly in, fly out.
quick one. So I have a theory about Drake.
Okay.
And
is this a theory or a conspiracy theory?
A little bit of both, maybe. So the reason why Drake is Drake, because it's not to say that. Okay, I'm gonna change that. Let me change that. So, let me change that.
The reason why Drake is Drake.
No, wait. Come on. I got 3 minutes. So if Drake, okay, in terms of like streaming, because we just said 46 million streams. What the fuck is that? Streams are almost like purely cultivated now. They're manufactured. Streams are not real. We know this. There's streaming farms and stuff like that.
Yes.
Right? So I was thinking about this the other day in terms of like when we were comparing Drake and The Weeknd. So the reason why Drake
this is why The Weeknd's better. Okay.
No, it's not, I'm not even saying that. So Drake streams so much because he plays the industry games and he does this and he does that. The Weeknd does not. So The Weeknd is always gonna stream less than him, but he's gonna sell more than him in terms of tickets. I'm just saying.
This guy really wants The Weeknd to be bigger.
He is bigger.
But what makes you say The Weeknd doesn't play with the games?
Because he doesn't. When do you see Weeknd outside?
That doesn't mean he doesn't do shit behind the scenes.
How do you know?
How do you know Drake plays the game?
Because
that's what I'm saying. How do you know Drake plays the game?
He's outside.
He's outside. He's sucking like executive dicks. He's talking.
How do you know?
You don't see pictures, bro. You don't see this guy outside. When is the last time you seen Weeknd outside?
Maybe he doesn't take pictures,
bruh.
He's in Victoria's Secret show.
When's the last time you seen Beyonce outside?
What do you know?
She's making deals?
Do you even know
Nah,
what
she's not, bro.
sounds like?
She's not.
Have you ever heard this guy talk before?
Yo,
this guy doesn't talk to nobody, bro. Like, this guy
You know
doesn't
they
talk.
say the silent ones are the deadly ones.
Yo, do you know how many billionaires are in this world?
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's cool though. You're good.
How many billionaires are there in the world?
4 with LeBron.
That's on the wrong. I'm going to say, how many of them have you heard talk? Exactly, bro. You don't know, bro. You don't know who people
Zuckerberg has a real good Rogan episode.
No, but let's say there's 100 billionaires. You probably only heard like 5 or 6 of them actually talk.
Word.
That's what I'm saying. The silent ones are the deadliest, bro.
That's what I'm saying, though. The Weeknd's actually doing music, like true music numbers.
Like, Drake's not doing it because he has a...
Because Drake has the whole entire... Because Drake has the whole entire industry behind it.
End there.
Can you guys hear me? Everybody's just talking over me. No, but you can't talk and listen at the same time, guys.
Period 2, we back.
Hello.
Did you want to finish your rant or you're good?
Nah, because like I'm about to go in on this.
He's saving his energy. I'm
gonna be
the Weeknd Drake
we'll
will
go
never
back.
end.
It's never gonna end. We'll go back.
You're
to
not
it.
gonna convince me the Weeknd is bigger than Drake.
He is by far.
Okay, so what is the next conversation that's going on?
Joe Budden, Adam 22. Did you see this clip, Harris?
I don't think I did.
Can you please? I think that
I stopped listening to podcasts.
I don't. This clip just went viral because of Joe Budden being Joe Budden.
Oh.
FBG Cash claims Lil Durk told him to take a photo at King Von's mural.
This is not just an isolated incident.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
That's what he talked about.
This is a microcosm of this business and what goes on and how some people look at black artists, black lives. Like, come on, Adam, you got a bigger responsibility than this.
You sitting there interviewing these black kids that are fucking killing each other and y'all monetizing it. That's not cool. I don't give a fuck what they talking about in they songs. Y'all are turning a profit off of this black trauma of them killing each other. Yeah, they the ones doing the killing because they young and they dumb and they don't fucking know no better. We 45 and 46 years old and we know better because these are our nephews.
Why do you have to go monetization?
Because
the
that's what
audience
it's
wants to
for.
see it. I run a business that is about making the content that my audience wants to see and that I think that they'll be interested in.
You built your business platform off of niggerosity and black death. Your audience is now based on that, and you are feeding them.
Okay.
Got heated.
I do not like Joe Budden. I can just tell you that right now, off the bat.
Are there any black shows that interview young black artists that are involved in quote-unquote gang music? Okay. Take 2. Okay. Are there any black platforms that interview young black artists that might be involved in gang-affiliated music?
I'm gonna answer it. So, the only person that I can think of is Ak, and even in this episode where Joe's talking to Adam, he even mentions, because like everybody knows how Act came up. He came up from the War in Chirac bullshit, right? Act doesn't even do that type of content anymore. Act grew a lot, but he still talks to these guys, but he doesn't talk about that sort of shit. And Joe Budden himself always says this, like he makes it a point to not talk about street shit. He's never talking about street shit. He's never talking about all the bullshit that's happening within the streets or people killing each other and all that bullshit. And I think it's completely disgusting, black or white people talking about this shit and trying to like fetishize this sort of like street culture for the sake of like growing your audience and trying to capitalize on it and making money off of this shit when you're so far removed from it that you don't even know how, like, you don't even feel anything. You have no empathy or sympathy for the people that are actually going through it. It's disgusting.
You can't say he doesn't have empathy. You don't know how he feels.
He doesn't care because he wouldn't do it if he cared. He would approach it. He would approach it in a completely different way if he cared.
We can't say he doesn't care.
Have you watched an Adam 22 interview before?
We just don't know.
I don't care about it.
Okay, so how could you don't even know what he's talking about in his interviews, so you even know how he's approaching these interviews.
But
it's
we also
disgusting.
Don't know if he cares or not, right?
Bro,
he's making money.
Search
Adam
Adam 22 right now on YouTube.
I
look at every single one. Look at, and not even just that.
He does care.
Look at.
We don't know if he does.
Look at the title. Look even how he titles his YouTube videos. It's disgusting.
Yeah, I don't know. Adam 22. I mean, you know what? I don't know. I don't know what to say.
Enough of him. Don't I listen to him if he's on something that I listen to, and then they interview him.
Like so, and something else that bothered me about this clip too. What Ish said, it's like he's getting mad at Adam for monetizing Black Death, but we do that.
Everyone, like not everyone does it on purpose.
It's okay for us to do it, but it's not okay for them to do it.
That's kind of the point I was trying to make.
And that's my problem with Joe Budden's podcast in general. They're big.
And I don't know. I don't listen to podcasts no more. Like never mind. No, it makes sense to talk about on a podcast. Okay, next. Keep going. Sorry.
Exactly.
The point I was about to make would not make sense to talk about on a podcast.
Like my biggest issue is, fuck. How am I gonna say this?
Nasty podcasting.
It's nasty, but like even before I get to that, it's like these people will continue.
Whoa. You need to be more specific in 2022. What do you mean by these people? Who are these people? What label is these people?
These people who continue to do these things to our culture will only do it because we first allow them to.
Allow them.
Also, we are perpetuating...
Just like Fortnite stealing dances.
We're perpetuating the stereotypes. So the reason why they feel so comfortable doing these things is because we continue to do them.
Yes.
Ourselves.
Of course.
Everyone knows that though.
So for us to be able to like to be able to like get our culture back, we have to fucking I don't know what we have to do. There's like we have to change ourselves.
I think it just has to be more people on the other side of the fence consistently than there are people on the current side of the fence that we're speaking about. And I think that's what Joe Budden, if anything, is trying to do. Is like, hey, why are you trying to be a voice for this side of the fence that we can't avoid?
On our side, in our culture, you're trying to make yourself...
Forget those terms. We're just talking about that side of the fence.
What's that side of the fence?
What you're talking about, the violence.
So I'm only talking about our culture.
So I'm talking about that side of the fence, right? And I can't say our culture because our culture also has good sides to it.
Exactly.
So no, I'm not I'm talking
about
our culture. Okay, that side of the fence of our culture.
So our side of the culture in a whole, and there's that side of the fence.
Yes.
Got you.
So now, I think the takeaway is that there needs to be more people on the other side of the fence that are. It's not even about preaching the other side of the fence. It's just about living the other side of the fence while not paying attention to this side of the fence.
And that's another issue that I have as well.
So that's the issue that he has with 22 is that it's like, why are you trying to grow this audience on this side of the fence when this side of the fence is what we're all trying to avoid?
So that's my other issue as well. So there's all these artists that are up. They're making money. They have money.
Yeah.
But they're still perpetuating a certain lifestyle.
Because it sells.
Okay, so why are we doing that to ourselves?
It sells.
But we are the culture. We dictate what's cool and what's not. So if we change it, what we say goes. Doesn't matter what these fucking executives or what's gonna sell. What we say goes. If we say we're gonna do that, we're doing this now. All right, we're doing this now.
Maybe the killing shit is cool.
It's not. No,
It's not cool,
it's
but
not
it sells.
cool. So that's my
Money
point.
will always
But that's my
talk.
point. We dictate what sells.
Fam, if everyone
We
says,
dictate it.
yo,
Who's we?
Yo, put it this way.
Us, the artists.
Yo,
So
if
we
every
do.
rapper says,
we
make it
dictate
cool.
what sells,
We make it cool.
and drugs, sex, and money is selling right
But
now.
who says that?
So what are we dictating?
Okay, but
drugs, sex, and money.
we're perpetuating it. We dictate what we
yo,
want.
what you
We're
you're
perpetuating
trying to
it.
create an imaginary world that does not exist.
Bro, I'm not creating this.
Like if every rapper was to say, "Yo, we're not talking about sex, drugs,
All right,
and money."
let's continue.
Wait.
Let's continue to
Wait,
kill.
one thing.
Let's continue to kill each other and
Let
do
me
drugs.
finish,
Fuck it,
let
bro.
me
Don't
finish
worry
this.
about it. I'm not gonna talk about it anymore. Fuck
If
it. It's
every
done.
rapper was to say,
Nah, I'm
"Yo,
done.
I'm not
I'm
talking
done. I don't
about
want to talk
sex,
about it
money,
anymore.
and drugs."
It's done.
And then
moot convo done.
Gucci
Next.
Man says, "You know what? Fuck
Next.
that. I'm gonna talk about sex, money, and drugs."
Next.
And every rapper sees how much money he's getting. They're all gonna be like, "Yo, fuck this.
They're
I'm gonna
all
talk
gonna
about sex,
flock
money,
to
and
it.
drugs."
And that's
like
what it
it's
is.
not
At the
a
end of the
realistic
day,
world. You're trying to.
Next.
What you're saying is
It
right,
sells.
but it's
Next.
not realistic.
I'm done
You
with
can't
this
say, "Yo, don't talk
conversation.
about sex, money, and drugs."
That's ridiculous to say.
because they
It's
know what
true.
sells.
That's ridiculous. It's
I
not
get what
true.
you're saying.
It's not
but,
true.
like, you need to
Words,
live in the real world.
words have meaning, and that's all I'm gonna say.
It's
We-
true based in the world that we live
if
in.
we say this because this is true because it's true right now, it means that it can't happen. That's ridiculous
Nobody
to say.
said it
No
can't
one said it
happen.
can't happen.
This guy said an imaginary world that it could never
right
happen.
now,
Chances of that
you're
is so-
imagining something that can happen.
But he's saying
so it's
he's-
imaginary.
He's saying it as if it can't happen.
He's not. You're taking it.
What are the
that
chances
way.
of it gonna happen?
Very
Who
slim.
knows?
Very slim.
I say very slim.
What's the chance that the president is born next year? Very slim, but we don't
The
fucking
president,
know.
no, the president will be born next year. Eventually, somebody's gonna be president. That's gonna be born next year.
We don't know. There
What?
might be no presidents ever born in the year
You know what? We know a president can stay for 4 to 8 years, right?
We don't know.
Somebody could be born and be president next year, bro.
And
That's
so
crazy.
could not be born and be
That,
president.
you guys have a sick mentality, bro. That's sick.
What? I
That
don't know what
is
you're talking
sick,
about
bro.
here, man.
That is cynical.
Oh my god.
That is absolutely cynical.
I don't know what Dylan Simmons and Dylan.
That is absolutely cynical.
I don't know,
Maybe I'm
bro.
crazy.
You are.
Maybe I'm crazy.
That I just can tell for sure.
I just want I want better for my people.
Oh, we all do. Trust
We
me.
definitely want,
I want
and
better
that's
for
why
my
I'm
people.
saying I think the solution.
And that's why I like the way you said it. Like the culture as a whole. There's
Let's
a
start
certain side.
talking about incremental solutions and implement them.
Ding ding ding.
Let's
Plan-
not talk about perfect world state.
Plan backwards.
When you're developing a
Plan
business,
backwards. What's the goal? What's
do
the
you
end goal?
start at
What's the end goal? Where are we working
Right.
towards? I want
Hold on.
MVP. I want to be MVP. How do I get to
No,
be
you can have the
MVP? And
mentality.
then work backwards.
You
What
can
are you
have the
talking about to me
mentality.
right now?
You need to have the
What are you talking about to me right now? Do you guys read books that every fucking CEO says work backwards? What do you, these
Yeah,
guys?
like, that's
what are you
not what
talking?
he's trying
That's
to
not what they
say.
did though.
But that's what they do.
Like, it's the mentality.
Okay, so let's say, for example, I'm gonna take the
So where Facebook is today.
Yes, you don't think Mark Zuckerberg thought he was gonna be here?
Mentality, yes, but he
He
didn't.
says he never thought that.
That's bullshit.
Listen to
That
the
is
podcast.
absolute bullshit.
He said it in his
He
own
never
words.
thought he'd be the biggest company.
No.
I've never heard a CEO or a fucking multi-billionaire say that in my life.
Man. I listened to the podcast.
I've
It
never
just
heard
came out
anyone
2
say that in my
weeks
life.
ago.
That is crazy. Anyways,
Look that
so
up.
for somebody to work towards something, you have to know where you're going first. You can't just work. I'm just gonna
not
start working.
true.
You're just gonna start working.
Okay,
You don't have just not gonna plan for
Okay,
anything.
man.
look.
You're
What
not
you're
gonna plan
saying,
for anything.
You know that's one perspective, and I
That's
respect it.
That's crazy.
But it's not the only reality.
The way I
That's
see
crazy.
what you're saying,
That's
Dylan,
where
is
I'm
the
at.
way this is how I think about life. If you want to be a millionaire and you have $20,000 in debt, if
Right.
your goal is a millionaire, you're not going to make that goal because you're thinking big picture. Your first goal should be yes, I want to be a millionaire. Your end goal is yes, I want to be a millionaire.
you're
wait,
saying
let me
exactly what I-
finish. Let me finish.
you're saying exactly
Let me finish, Dylan.
Finish.
The end goal is always yes, I want to be a millionaire. Yes, I want to be the
Okay.
biggest in the world. The first goal is I need to get out of debt.
Okay.
So that's what I'm saying. So yes, you want this perfect world.
I literally just said that.
But what you're saying is a perfect world. Like we're
now-
saying,
but now
we're saying
I'm
the
gonna-
first step is not.
I'm gonna put another layer on top of that.
I
literally
I'm gonna
just
put
said
another
that.
layer on top of that. I'm gonna put another. Please, and allow me to finish. So, in this example, if Zuckerberg was 20K in debt and had a goal of being a millionaire, which is obviously Facebook being successful. Yes, he thought about Facebook being successful
Of course.
and worked backward. Absolutely.
Okay.
Well, guess what? Facebook is one of the largest organizations in the world with trillions,
Okay.
not trillions, billions of dollars. Did
1,000%.
he envision that at $1 million? No, he didn't.
So what about
he
Kanye
didn't
West?
envision the
What about
500
Kanye West?
billion.
Kanye West, 25 years ago,
great.
said, "I'm gonna be the biggest artist in the world."
That's one
The
example.
best.
That's an
okay.
anomaly.
I think my business is the biggest in the
Fantastic.
world.
That's one
But
example.
I also know
I just thought about- I just thought-
open 10 locations.
I just thought about that at the
So
top of my
funny
head.
because it's the two sides of the same
I
coin.
just
That's
thought
what
about
I'm
that at the
saying.
top.
All I'm saying
I
is-
just said that.
All I'm saying
Same
is,
exact thing you're
in
arguing.
life, we need to incrementally improve.
Right.
At the end of the day,
Right.
you can have a perfect world thought.
That's what I'm saying.
You can have a perfect world
But the next
thought.
step is not perfect world.
Oh, obviously.
Hold on, I didn't even finish my
Obviously.
sentence. I didn't even finish my sentence. If you can have a perfect world thought, but you can't only speak in perfect world sense. That's not where we are.
No.
Where we are is a million steps away from perfect world.
Okay, and that's fine.
A state.
And that's
so
fine.
let's talk about how do we take incremental
And
that's fine.
steps.
And-
And a realistic solution
Okay.
to take incremental steps is that we need more people on this side of the fence
1,000%.
in comparison to
Voicing
the
that
side of the
side.
fence
1,000%.
that is a problem in our community.
And that's why I hear
That's it.
I
We're
all
hear-
saying the same
Can I?
thing.
Can I?
That's the funniest
All
part.
saying
Can
the
I?
same
Can I
thing.
talk now?
Yes.
Please.
Okay. So that's what I'm saying, and I'm always gonna say what I'm saying because I don't give a fuck.
I mean, it's your voice.
I'm always gonna
It's
say
like
it
Drake.
because
You know why Drake is Drake?
I'm always gonna have that positive mindset. So when I talk to people, I'm always gonna give that message. I'm never ever gonna talk about the negatives because we all know the negatives.
We're
We're
not talking
living.
about the
We're living
negative.
it. We're living in it.
We're not
We're
talking
living in
about the
it.
negative.
So I'm always gonna send
That's
that.
who we are.
I'm always gonna send that same message. So what was I gonna say? I don't even know anymore. You guys got me heated.
I think you're correct.
You guys got me heated.
You are correct.
You're on
You wanna
the other side.
You want to spread the positive message, and we're simplifying things, of course. You want to spread the positive message instead of the negative message.
Right.
That is great. I completely agree.
It's not an imaginary world.
No,
it
it's
can.
not.
Nobody
Like we
said
do
it's
by this
imaginary
podcast.
world.
We don't talk about this street shit on
Okay,
this podcast.
let's change imaginary world to perfect state world. Let's just start using
No,
the term perfect state
that's
world.
a synonym.
It's-
I'm not using that.
How is that a synonym?
I'm saying it's what we're working towards and we're doing it.
Okay, it's
Yes.
the same shit.
It's
But he's
not.
just saying
So that's a synonym.
But he's saying
No, okay, sure. So then, what we're working towards is a synonym.
It's not.
For perfect state is
It's
a
not.
synonym
It's
for
not.
such
sure.
a big circle.
Fantastic.
It's like a circle like this.
It's
with
all
a-
the same
Words-
shit.
words-
It's a big
I think
circle.
what
Words
we
have
need
meaning.
to do is we
Every
need
word
to
has
do-
meaning, and every word
just
has its
like
own
in the world
connotation.
of
So the
business-
words that you choose to use
Just like in the
have
world
to
of
be
business.
specific.
Just
have
like
to
in
be
the world
specific.
of business,
Choose your words wisely.
you
That's all I'm
work
saying.
incrementally.
Choose your words wisely.
Just like in
Choose
the
the
world
right
of
words,
business,
'cause words
you
have
work
meaning.
Incrementally.
You're right. Use your words wisely.
Choose the right words.
Absolutely.
Like, but
Because
it's our
words have
mentality
meaning.
as well. That's what it is. Like,
So, and I'm spreading that mentality to
I'm going to be a
everybody.
millionaire when you're in debt. Is the right
Okay, so what's
mentality.
your solution of how we get there?
Like doing this, we're talking about it. We got to
Okay,
talk
what
about
is-
these things
okay,
more and
sure.
allow because people don't.
Give me something more concrete and talk about it.
People don't know what they don't know. So until they realize exactly what these guys are doing to us, they're gonna keep perpetuating the same cycle. There's not enough people that are talking about that, and that's why I like this conversation with Adam 22 and Joe calling him out on his bullshit.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Like Joe, who else is doing that? Nobody else is doing that. Joe's the only one.
I mean, I don't know. I don't.
I haven't. Have you seen it? I haven't seen it.
I haven't heard the episode. No.
I binge. I'm on the internet. I'm always on the internet.
He's outside or online.
You know what I'm saying? I'm scrolling the Instagram streets all the time.
outside and
You know what I'm saying? At the same damn time.
At the same
And I
damn
haven't
time.
seen anybody
Same
else doing
damn
it.
time.
There's not enough. It's like always comes down to money.
I mean,
fuck,
you're correct.
Fuck the money.
You are
guys don't
correct.
care about us.
There's not
You don't
enough
care about
conversation.
us
That's
Yeah,
as
there is not enough
people.
So now-
This world is disgusting,
Would
bro.
you
It's a disgusting
say that
world.
I'm correct in saying the following? Talking about it more is the next step of what we should do.
1,000%. That's what I said.
That's all I've
I'm
been
just
trying
saying.
to say this whole time.
I'm just saying.
You're like, nah, but it's perfect world.
No, not perfect world.
That's all I've been trying. So how do we get there?
Work
how
backwards.
do we get there?
But
Take a
that's-
step.
That's what I said.
That's
Work
what I've been trying
backwards.
to say this whole
Plan
time.
We're all
backwards.
saying the same shit.
I'm just saying, plan backwards.
Same.
Know
We're all
what
saying the same.
know what we want,
The same.
and then
shit.
start planning backwards. That's literally what I said 20 minutes ago.
Bro,
and man's
we
trying to
didn't say the same thing.
No, Dill, talk about nasty podding. Because I'm tired of talking about this. We're in a circle over this topic. Talk about nasty podding, and let's get out of this.
Oh, nasty potting. Everything that's happening right now in Toronto is nasty, bro. These fucking blog pages, it's the same conversation. They're perpetuating all this fucking bullshit.
Yeah,
It's
I
nasty.
agree with you. I
It's
think,
nasty.
okay, let's provide a little bit more substance to what
I'm
he's
so
saying.
confused
I
what's
think I
happening.
know what he's saying. Like, there's a lot of blog pages, IG pages, news outlets, podcasts, celebrities, you name it, whatever. The conversations are just they're not about anything.
They're not, bro. They're not.
They're not perpetuating any kind of growth, advancement. Like nothing, bro. It's just
a quick yes, no question.
Conversation.
Yeah. I have a quick yes, no question.
We don't have any like earn your leisure.
Because we don't have to go into the. I just want to know if yes, no. Because we're older and technically, we're wiser, more mature. So we see the news differently than if we were like, in our early 20s, a lot younger. That type of news will catch our attention more. So maybe they're not going for us.
Yep.
Maybe they're going for a different type of audience. But
Okay,
anyway, sorry,
that's fair. But that goes back to what I was saying before. We dictate it. So whatever you put,
this.
whatever.
We're not doing this, Dill.
Can I talk? Can I talk? Whatever you put out.
One mic.
Whatever you put out is what your audience is gonna be.
Yes.
And that's the same thing that Joe said to Adam. It's like he's putting this shit out. Of course, that's the audience that you're gonna attract. So if I'm putting out why do you think Earn Your Leisure is so big? They're putting out positivity. They're still cool. They're still cool guys, quote unquote. So whatever we put out is what they're gonna feed into. It's up to us. Like you said, we're older. We're more mature.
Twitter might hate them for all we know because
Earn Your Leisure also
life.
has a crowd of, let's argue, 30 plus, like age 30 plus.
Fair.
Adam 22 has a crowd of 16-year-old boys. If that's what I'm trying to say about the news, like the news targeting the 16-year-old boys needs to change. You need to find a way to digest what they want, how they want to hear it in a way they can accept it.
Right.
I think
Earn Your Leisure is not. Earn Your Leisure on 16-year-olds, they're going to get bored.
Sure, but that's what
I think what Dill's trying to say is that
they don't have to be 30-year-olds.
There shouldn't be people of age speaking young people shit.
Fair enough.
There we go.
Fair enough.
There we go.
I'm with that. I'm cool with that.
There we go. And that's what they're doing. We have guys like on We Love Hip Hop, like Friday, doing the same shit. You're fucking 45 years old, my nigga. You're 45 years old, my nigga. Yo, do better, my nigga. Come on. Come on, bro. Do better, my nigga. I don't even like saying nigga, bro. Like, do better,
Any final notes before we sign off?
Black people do better.
Hey, I'm not mad at that.
Fair enough.
Everybody do better. Not just Friday. Everybody do better.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Wow. That's a little pow for my guy Gutsy. Done though.
Shout out to Gutsy Guts.
Well, folks, that's gonna take us to the end.
I told you I was gonna get heated. When I watched that episode, bro, I got heated.
Another end.
Next week's gonna be fine.
Wait, to the end of another episode.
Another end. We're ending once and for all.
Of the True North.
We're doing good on time too. Good.
Podcast.
I like this.
Episode 181. If you don't know by now,
I need a cigarette.
I go by the name of Harris. You
already know what it is. It's Dill Dot, aka Positive Poppy, aka D Lindo, aka Balenciaga Daddy. Come on, pull up the logo. Free players only. Bang.
Hold on. It's so long to click though, like.
Bang! That one goes down, and the game is tied.
Okay.
You already know who it is. Kurt Master here, Mr. Triple Double himself, 0 assists. Cheers. We don't pass that ball. Cheers. We try to make that perfect world.
Cheers.
Better black people like
Cheers. Better black people like that. Cheers.
Perfect world.
Yes, sir.
State. True North Views Podcast, episode 181.
That's the episode title. Perfect world state. I need a cigarette.
We promote positivity, positive lifestyle. You just said it.
Guns, man. Don't see the guns.